Hi guys, I'm Affnan Ejaz from Professor Talks, and today what we're gonna discuss, it's a very considerable thing in terms of combination of connectivity and geography. I want you to reimagine how life is organized on Earth. Think of the planet like a human body that we inhabit. The skeleton is the transportation system, roads and railways, bridges and tunnels, air and seaports that enables our mobility across continents. The vascular system that powers the body is oil and gas pipelines and electricity grids that distribute energy. And the nervous system of communication is the internet cable, satellites, cellular networks, and data centers that allows us to communicate. This ever-expanding infrastructural matrix already consists of 64 million kilometers of roads, 4 million kilometers of railways, 2 million kilometers of pipelines, and 1 million kilometers of internet cables. But what about the international borders, which have less than 500,000 kilometers? Let's build a better map of the world. We can start with the ancient mythology to which all the students of history are familiar. The geography is destiny. Sounds so great, doesn't it? It's such a fatalistic gauge. It tells us that the landlocked countries are condemned to be poor, that small countries cannot escape their larger neighbors, the distance is vast, is insurmountable. For every journey that I take around the world, I see an even greater force sweeping the planet. Connectivity. The global connectivity revolution in all its forms, from transportation to energy and communication, has enabled quantum leap in the mobility of people, resources, and ideas, such that we no longer think of geography as distinct from it. In fact, I view two forces as fusing together to which I call connectography. Connectography represents a quantum leap in the mobility of people, resources, and ideas. It starts from political geography, this is how we legally divide the world, to functional geography, this is how we actually use the world, from nations and borders to infrastructure and supply chains. Our world is now evolving from the vertically integrated empires of the 19th century to the horizontally independent nations of the 20th century into a new network of global civilization. Connectivity, not sovereignty, has become the new organized principle in human species. We are becoming the part of global civilization because we are literally building it. All of the world's defense military spending was about $2 trillion per year. Meanwhile, our global infrastructure spending is projected to rise to $9 trillion per year. And well, it should, because we have been living in a world meant for a population of 3 billion, as our population has crossed 7 billion to 8 billion, and eventually 9 billion and more. As a rule of thumb, we should spend about $1 trillion on every billion people in the world. Surprisingly, Asia is in the lead. In 2015, China announced the creation of the Asian Infrastructure Bank, which, together with a network of other organizations, aims to construct a network of iron and Silk Roads, stretching from Shanghai to Lisbon. We will spend more on the infrastructure in the next 40 years. And we will build more infrastructure in the next 40 years than we have built in the past 4,000 years. And now, stop and think about it for a minute. Spending so much on the foundations of the global infrastructure society, rather than on the tools to destroy it, will have profound consequences. Futurology of the world precisely tells us countries targeted objectives seems hard to attain using high-tech weapons and warheads. We are using a term of win-win solutions for every design objective and for its resources in terms of business transactions. For the last 3 decades, humanity is considerably developing intercultural activities, reducing the chance of discrimination and ideological differences. The only force projecting this phenomenon is global connectivity in a real sense of force. Thank you.